Hey, hey, this is Dion. I'm with Coffee Chalk with Dion. While we're waiting for anybody to pop in, I'm going to just jump on my page and share this to my group. So please come in. When you come in, please say hi. Let me know that you're there. And if you're watching the live, you can click the or type in #live. And if you're watching the replay, type #replay. I'm just going to share this over to my group. I have a VIP group. It's free. It's like a craft group where everyone can share ideas that they've done. And I also share inside information about upcoming sales and whatnot. So the first thing I want to show you guys, because we're running out of time here in March, it is March 30th, and this is wild and free. This transfer is our Chalk Couture transfer for the month of March, and there's only tomorrow's the last day, so a day and a half left to grab this transfer if you guys want it. I just posted a bunch of more pictures of things to do. Well, I posted one, but I have other pictures that I posted in the VIP group with plenty of ideas for this transfer. And if you're interested, you can go check out the information in the description above, and that will give you a link to my club, and I could tell you all about it. If you want more information directly from me, please type club in the comments. So I'll show this again later on when we come back to this. But for now, we're going to move on, and we're going to get started with this week's project. So I am doing two things today. We're going to do sunshine is my favorite color, which is very true for me because I feel like I even work better when the sun is out. And then we're doing this cool foil that I'll show you that later. I just saw how to do this on some website, and I was like, I'm going to try that, and it does work. So the first thing we're going to do is the sunshine is your favorite color. And I'm going to show you how to chalk a simple project, but I'm also going to add a little flair. I've always not familiar with, let me know. Oh, something just happened to the screen. I'm not sure what. It was interrupted for some reason. Anyway, glad I'm back. And I'm going to be using a fine glitter on some of the parts of the transfer. And I really don't know how this is going to work because I've never done it before. I honestly don't even know how I'm going to do it. I might just sprinkle some on in little areas. I don't know. It's kind of like I have this vision in my head, but I'm really not sure how I'm going to do it, especially live, because you do have to wash your transfer in between. So if I chalk a certain area, then I have to take the transfer off and wash it. So we're going to see how it goes, and if it gets messed up, it gets messed up. So the first thing is our box frame. These come in multiple sizes. I've shown you guys before the 5x5s. This is a 5x7. It also comes in 9x12 and 6x18. And they are double-sided. This side has white with a wood finish, as well as this side is brown. Again, has this beautiful wood finish on it. I don't know if you can see it. And then this one is the white. So I am going to do this against the white. You know, it probably would look good against the brown too. But I'm going to do it against the white because that was my plan. And we're going to be using the new Golden Hour. This is one of our new in vogue colors. And I'm going to be using Bumble Bee. It's out of stock right now, but coming back soon. This is an original chalk. This is one of our brand new formulated chalks. So this is Creamy Dreamy Paste. This is not. So this I'm definitely going to have to whip up because I even didn't do it before I started. When working with wood, you do want to wax your surface. So Chalk Couture does have a surface wax, and the surface wax is used just to put a little shield between your transfer and your surface. And if you're using a non-Chalk Couture surface, you should best to use a wax. You don't use it with glass, but you just have to fuzz your transfer, and I'll explain that in a minute too. So let me first wax before I jump ahead of myself. This is an odorless wax. It goes on clear, and you don't need a lot. I'm just putting a little bit on my rag. I usually wax in the direction of the grain of the wood. So I'm just gonna jump on here. And I'm gonna wax this surface. I don't want the wood to come up with the transfer. Our transfers are very, very sticky. They are a silk screen transfer. They're not a stencil. And our chalk pastes are non-toxic. However, they are not food safe. I'm thinking a new rag for this. I've been using the same rag for quite a while now. All right, I'm just gonna set that off to the side. Close up my wax. All these items you can get in my shop right now, everything that I'm working with. This is our transfer. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this fuzzed up because I've never used it before. It's brand new. You'll see I just peel that off the backer, and I forgot to write on that. But this is silk screen. See how you can see right through, but it's one piece. It's like a vine. It's a vinyl with a screen in it. Let me write on the back side. This was the side the transfer came off. It's a glossy, and I'm gonna write on here on the back, the matte finish side. I just wrote sunshine, just so I can know if I ever have two A size. This is an A size transfer, which is 5x7. If I ever have two of these out, then I'll know which one goes with which. And it really kind of doesn't matter when they're the same size, but now you'll notice there's not a lot of sticky. There's a lot of screen in here. So that's why I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to glitter this. It may be a two-step process. And I'm really not going to even fuzz it that much because there's not a lot of place to hold. So I am going to just line this up side to side pretty much. Let's see. Let me lift. You know what? I'm gonna take it from the top. And I'm just going to line this up. That looks good. Now I'm going to press down and try to, I'm going to use the back end of my squeegee. This is a hard squeegee. And I'm going to lightly first press this down. Make sure I don't have any bubbles. And I don't want to press too hard because I don't want my adhesive to really stick. Oh, I see something in my transfer. This is our detail tool, and it's great because it has this pokey tool on the end. It's a metal point, and then it has a really mini squeegee on this end. I'm going to use this just to lift this transfer up because it's very close to the corner. And I see that there's a little piece of fuzz right here, so I want to get that off because that'll get in my design. I don't want that ruining the design. I feel like it doesn't want to come off. It just keeps jumping to other places. Okay. I'm placing this back down. I'm gonna make sure I don't have any bubbles. Okay. And now I'm going to alternate my colors. So I need 2 squeegees. And I also need to, as I said earlier, I need to stir my paste. This Bumble Bee, I don't really use that often And I do need to, because it is the old formula, I do need to add water to it to get it to stir up. And I guess I should have stirred this one before I started my live because it is dry. It should be super creamy and it is still gonna work, but I just want to give it a good stir. So while I'm stirring, what are you guys up to? My daughter's friend next door, they're like best friends, went away to Florida for the week. And she just came back today, surprisingly. We didn't expect her till tomorrow, and it was so cute because she saw her at the door when she rang the doorbell, her friend, and she just lit up. It was the cutest thing ever. She was so excited to see her friend. She missed her terribly. She's been on spring break since Friday. Sadly, this paste is very chunky. I'm not happy with it right now. I should have stirred it before I came on, so I apologize, but anybody else have a best friend like that? And I just got yellow. Oh, I just got it all over me. Oh my goodness. Good thing it's washable. And yellow probably won't stain. If you're jumping on, please say hello. Let me know you're there. I'm just stirring my Bumble Bee paste because it was dry on me. This is the old formula paste, which you'll never have to add water with our new pastes. You'll never have to. They'll be creamy, dreamy. Okay, I think I'm good. So you'll see the difference in a minute. This is my Bumble Bee paste. Oh, can you even see it? It's like chunky. Hey, Andy. Hey, Lisa. How's your vacation, Andy? Miss talking to my chalk buddy. This is Golden Hour. This is one of our brand new colors. It's an in vogue color, and you'll see the difference. This is so smooth. It's crazy how smooth this stuff is. So pretty. Okay, so my plan is I'm going to alternate colors. I'm going to start with, I think, the Golden Hour color, and then do all of this in the Bumblebee, but alternate up here. And that's the thing with the chalk paste is, you know, I really made a mess. I got yellow paste. Even over here, not just on myself. Anyway. I want to alternate my colors, but I was thinking of doing the glitter, and now I'm really just not sure. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the glitter because I would have to pour it on everything if I was going to do the glitter. And I don't want it on everything. I kind of wanted it alternating. What do you guys think? Should I use glitter or not? It's awesome. That's good. Good to hear. Glad you're having a good trip. It's nice to get away from the everyday blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm going to start with the Bumblebee. And actually, I'm going to use my multi-tool, I think. Because some of these spots are... small. So I'm just using the Bumblebee here. I'm going to put it on and then move over to the next one. And I don't want to hit... I don't want to hit the other lines right now. We're just going to alternate the Golden Hour and the Bumblebee. See, and I've gone and I've used that 1 scoop of paste now for everything I wanted. So you don't really need a lot. And we're going to just take that off and put it back in the jar. And I got to keep talking because otherwise they're going to ban me for this. It's not my music. I do not own the rights to the music. It is on the radio. I'm just going to take the paste off after I'm squeegeeing on. Looks like I missed a corner. Okay, and then, you know what? I'm going to do the sunshine too while I'm doing it. And then we're going to take it off and dry it, and then I'm going to place it back on to do the golden hour. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm just pasting this on. I'm applying paste. And you hold the squeegee at a 90-degree angle. But you can lay it down to get your paste off, and then you 90-degree angle. I'm trying not to get it over this line. And we're going over here. You just want to make sure that you have nice coverage. And then once you know you got it, which I'm missing this corner, because I don't have the paste in there to get in there. Come on. There we go. Then you just squeegee off lightly the rest. And you're going to put that right back in your jar because you could save that and use it again. If you have lines, excuse me, as you're squeegeeing off, just lightly go over it and get those lines out. Just with a light touch. Okay, so now I'm going to use that detail tool again, and I'm going to pull the transfer off, and we're going to wash it. So far, this is what we have. Okay. So that's got to dry anyway. While I'm doing this, I'm just going to put some water down. I'm going to spray some water over this. Just going to use a little towel and get the bulk of this yellow off. And then I'm going to use my board eraser. This is our board eraser. These are kind of like a magic eraser, but they don't have any of the chemicals in them that a magic eraser has. And you're just gonna put that over the top, and you're gonna just wipe off that chalk. And that was just water. It's just water in a spray bottle. Then I'm gonna take a little rag, clean that up. And then we're going to flip it over, and I'm going to wipe this side. If I can hold on to it so it doesn't slide out from under. Ah! We're just going to clean that up. I'm going to wipe that up again. I'm just going to wet this again. There we go. Now I see a lot less yellow in it. These are shop towels that I use as my little handy little rags here, and I just I cut them up into pieces so they go farther. So now I'm going to put it in the microfiber side. And we're going to dry it off because I do want to use it again. I'm gonna let that dry and do the other rays. Yes, I am. That's what I'm gonna try to do, Andy. I've not done glitter yet. I've seen people do glitter, but that's my plan. I just want to make sure this is nice and dry. And it's so fine because it's such a big, you know, screen area. Okay. You let that set a minute. Let that sticky come back. And let me move some stuff out of the way because my dryer got covered. Just gonna give this a dry. Because this is still wet, believe it or not. And this is the Bumble Bee. And it's really so pretty. I love that color. The Bumble Bee is so pretty. It really pops. While that's finishing drying, I'm going to put the Bumble Bee away since it's already so dry. Poor thing. And now I just got yellow all over my hand. I need a wipe out anyway to wipe up my shirt. I'm so messy. I like the idea of the glitter, but I'd probably get it everywhere. Oh yeah, it's gonna be everywhere. Don't you worry, I'll make sure. I got it on my shirt. And this is why you wear an apron. I just didn't want to wear it. It's all right. Basically, it's off anyway. Okay. Move that. Move that. This one I didn't even use yet. And I still got Bumble Bee on it. Oh, I forgot to hook up my mic. Whoops. Whoops. I hope it sounds okay, because I usually hook up a mic. Okay, now, golden hour is supposedly supposed to take longer to dry because it's one of our new pastes, so we're gonna find out. And I do want to clean off this because I want to use it again for the other rays. This is our multi-tool. I did forget to mention this is the multi-tool. This end is awesome for cleaning your jars. And this end is a mini squeegee. Like, this is our mini squeegee, but this is even smaller. It's half the size. And then we have a small squeegee. So these are the 3 squeegee sizes. And then they also have a 4-inch squeegee for much larger projects. Okay, let me set this aside. I'll do that there for now. Let's see. See, my sticky is back. So now I can go ahead and fuzz that. It's completely dry. I'm going to fuzz it again to get it on top. And then we're going to chalk and pray. Pray that my glitter comes out on my golden hour. I forgot to get a little plate. Yeah, we'll just use a piece of paper for the glitter. Okay. All right, now this does look dry. Let me just make sure. Yeah, feels dry. All right, so I'm just gonna line up these other rays. And it doesn't really have to be perfect because it's not like I'm going on top of something else, but I do, you know, I like it as close as possible. It's stuck to my finger. I couldn't get it off my finger. So I'm just going to rub these areas, make sure I don't have any bubbles. I'm going to use the back of my squeegee again on these bigger arrays just to make sure. See, that wasn't down. The sticky wasn't catching on this side yet. So we're going to chalk, quickly remove, and put glitter down. Okay. Here we go. supper time. Enjoy your dinner. Have a great trip and get home safely. See you when you get back, or talk to you when you get back. I'll see ya. Bye, Andy. Now this golden hour is lighter than the Bumblebee. And this is the Creamy Dreamy formula, which is really amazing. I could tell the difference instantly. This is a hard little corner to get in for that. So I'm just dabbing it in there to make sure I'm getting it through the screen because I'm on a weird angle. I want to make sure I'm using enough paste because I am going to be applying the glitter so I'm going to leave that on and then squeegee off later. So we have Bumblebee Rays and we have Golden Hour Rays, and now I'm going to take off and put that right back in the jar. And again, we want to leave it on a 90-degree angle. And if you have lines, just softly try to get those lines out. I just feel like that's not going through right there. I don't know why. Hopefully it did. So, all right. Let's just hope it works out. I'm using my detail tool to grab the edge again. See, I don't like how that looks. It's got a line in it. Yeah, and I don't know why there's white dots. It's odd. Okay, that looks good, that looks good. Okay, now I'm just gonna set this one to the side. I'm not gonna take the time to wash it because I do want to get the glitter on it. So I'm gonna pop the glitter open and we're gonna just tap the glitter. Oh, it would help if you opened it. Oh my goodness. I thought it was already open. How do you get this lid off? See, now I'm really gonna make a mess. I'm really gonna make a mess now. And my paste is gonna dry. I hadn't opened that yet. I don't know if I should use the shaker side or... No, it takes too long. We're gonna put that on and hope that this works. Okay, so I'm just gonna shake it on. Okay, hopefully it's not too white. I'm gonna put this paper down even though I got glitter here. And we're gonna tap that off. And see what happens. I think it made it kind of white. But wow, I really like it. Can you guys see it? I don't know. See the glitter? How cool is that? So now I've got a multi-ray sun. I love it. It's so cool. Woo, that looks so pretty. I'm very happy with that. I'm so excited. So now this, I'm going to try to get it back in my thing. I'd really like to get all of it in there if I could. And now I'm going to be wearing glitter the rest of the night. Let's see what happens. You like that, Susie? Isn't that cool? When the chalk paste dries, then the glitter will stay on it. There's a lot of stuff you could do with chalk paste. Okay. That's just a Girl Scout cookie receipt. I don't need it for much. Just my records. All right, got that glitter back. Get it off my hands as best as I can. I didn't realize the bottle was right in your way. I hope you guys saw everything. Let me get some of this glitter off of here, and then I'll show you this awesome DecoFoil stuff, DecoFoil stuff. I know, I'm getting yellow everywhere. So pretty. I love glitter. That's why I always do glitter on my nails. I love glitter. And I'm not afraid of glitter, and if I wear it for a day or so, whatever. It is fine. It is a fine glitter. Extra fine. That's that one. Now I have another one that one of the designers I follow made that I bought from them during a Watts of Love auction. If you don't know what Watts of Love is, I'd be happy to share that with you. But it is Chalk Couture's charity, and I posted some information in my VIP group about it recently. It's a great charity where we bring light to poverty-stricken countries like Malawi, Africa, which is where we are going next month. We have a whole team of people going next month. But this was a lot of fun, this one. This is the one that a teammate or another designer had made a long time ago. Can you see the glitter on that? See? Whatever sprinkles your cookies. So that was really cool, and I bought that from him as an auction piece, so that then that money went to Watts of Love. So we're going to set this one aside, let that completely dry. Let me dry up my area here, and we're going to switch gears. I don't need my dryer. I need my little mini heat press. I just put that on now. Okay. So this is what I'm going to show you how to do. And this is DecoFoil. Okay. This is just cardstock. So you can chalk on cardstock as well. You just have to put a light coat of wax on your cardstock. But this is the foil that I did on the paper. So if you can do it on paper, I'm sure you can do it on any other surface, as long as you can heat set it or apply pressure. Now, the DecoFoil requires a die cutting tool. Ever since I have a Cricut, I do not have a die cutter anymore, so that's gone. So I figured if it takes heat, yes, they want you to use a laminator, but I'd rather not use a laminator. So I'm going to use my mini heat press, and it worked. And that's what I tried earlier today. So I'm just going to show you the process right now. Do you need to wax every surface before you start? Yes and no. There are, if it's wood, like this is a Chalk Couture surface, but it's wood, and because it's porous, you do want to wax it. If you were to use our boutique boards, they are the 5x7 board and base that come in like the Try Me kits, and they also come in other frames like our Sylvie and our Grayson boards are all Couture boutique boards. Those don't need to be waxed, and our chalk boards do not need to be waxed. but any type of wood surface does. Metal and glass, you just have to fuzz really well. And fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. So you put a good barrier of fuzz between the sticky part of your transfer and your glass or metal. Like I did this little bucket. It's like from the Dollar Tree. And I put this little farm design on it with the arrows. And this I did not wax, but I fuzzed really, really well. So that's this little bucket that I made. All right, so back to this. So we're going to, obviously you need DecoFoil. You'll need a cardstock. You'll need the transfer gel. This is the new one. This is the transfer gel duo. This one is the one that you can use with heat or pressure. And then obviously one of our transfers. So this transfer is actually called Girl Boss. And I just did it separately. So we're just going to show you, I'm going to do it the reverse. This one I did on the lighter purple, and now I'm going to do it on the darker purple. So you do have to wax first. The fuzzing cloth, yeah. And if you don't have a fuzzing cloth, it's okay. You can fuzz right on your shirt, or you can fuzz on like a hand towel for the bath. Oh, I just creased it. Darn it. For the bathtub, like, you know, a bath towel, a hand towel, something like that. Okay, don't crease your paper like I just did. I mean, I'm just showing you anyway. This is really, I'm not going to use this for anything, but you just put a barrier of wax on your cardstock. And this is thin cardstock. I think it was like Creative Memories cardstock, whatever. It wasn't like the good stuff. Basil. I love basil. All right, anyway. We're going to fuzz this transfer up. And I already have written on the back because I've used this transfer before. Now this cloth does come with two sides. It's a terry cloth side for your fuzzing and microfiber side for your drying. You can dry our chalkboards with this, your boutique boards. After you clean them off to reuse them, and our chalkboards, you would then dry them up really well with this after using the board eraser on your surface. I'm just gonna fuzz this. Okay, good enough. We're gonna pop it on here. I'm just gonna line it up as best I can. I'm using my light. It's a little crooked. I want a Cricut light board. I don't have one. I have this little light board. This is my daughter's, but it'll work. She uses it for drawing doll clothes with it, I think. No, I have it too close to the left. It still makes it hard for me. Alright, I'm not going to worry about the alignment. This is, whatever it is, it is. I just want to show you guys the process. Alright. So just like chalk paste, I was pushing the silk screen, just going over the silk screen so I could seal that. You need a squeegee. We're going to open up the transfer gel. We're going to take transfer gel and we're going to put it on just like chalk paste. Now if you have lines, again with this especially, you want to make sure that you get the lines out. So lightly go over your surface. And I'm putting the rest back, just like I would my chalk paste. And they do say to make sure you keep your lid clean, like your seal here. So clean that and close that back up. And this is a 4-ounce jar. This thing, did you see how little I used? So you just pull that off, you see? Oh, I have a bleed. Let me see if I can get that off. And the bleed means that it wasn't pressed down enough. Let me see if I can get the rest of that off. I'm just gonna try to get that off. Sorry if I'm quiet, I'm focusing. And I just put my hand in it. I want to make sure that you get that. Oh, I just hit the R. Oh my goodness, I'm failing miserably. Michaels. I'm assuming you can. I bought it on Amazon. And the foil sheets they come in multiple colors too. DecoFoil. And I just cut a little piece of it. So this actually has to dry, but while that's giving some time to dry, I'm going to also wash this off because it is adhesive. So I'm going to set that to the side. And I'm going to use some of my scrap towels here and get this washed off. So while I'm doing that, I'll mention again that our March Club Couture, the Wild and Free transfer I showed you guys earlier in the live, tomorrow is the last day to grab that. So if you're interested in that Wild and Free transfer, I posted in my VIP group earlier tonight. Another person made a t-shirt with that transfer, which is amazing. Yeah, we all do. Amazon is like a drug. But anyway, if you want to grab that transfer, tomorrow's the last day to get it. And I'm just using the board eraser to clean this off. I want to make sure, because it is glue, I don't want it sitting in there. I want to wash it right away. I got glue. I have to wash You're supposed to wash these too, but I'm sitting at my desk, so I'm not going to wash it sitting here. Now, the directions for that stuff said something like 30 minutes. It did not take 30 minutes to dry, but we're also going to hit it with a dryer. Otherwise, my little Cricut thing over there is going to go off. Let's see if I can get this dryer without knocking that over. It says as soon as it turns white or clear, it's dry. So we're just going to dry it and hope this isn't too hot. I just thought about that. This is a heat gun. This is only the second time I've done this, so I'm showing you guys first because I saw it done and I was like, that is awesome. I'm not going to do too much because I don't want to ruin it. Move that over. We're going to go with it because I just want to get it. I want to get it on there. So now, yeah, it's still tacky, so that's good. We're just going to put the foil on. And you want to make sure, obviously, that you cut a piece of foil that is wide enough. Almost forgot. You want to make sure you do have some type of mat down. Ah! Stuff's flying off my desk. Let me move this over, move. Okay, and then it says, well, actually, this is just what I figured out I'm doing. So I'm taking my mini heat press and I'm just moving it around here for about 15 to 20 seconds. This doesn't have a timer, so I'm just guessing. And so this was our Chalk Couture transfer with the DecoFoil Duo right through our silk screen onto this paper. and the paper is waxed. I don't know, has that been 15 seconds? I don't know, I'm talking, so. That should be good enough, right? I counted before. I mean, when I played with it earlier. Good enough. Shut that off. Now this has to cool. We're gonna let this cool. And it's so cool. I agree, Susie. Just trying it. And if this doesn't come out, I have a sample of when I did it earlier. Hey, Nancy. Oh, no. All right. Now, I'm just going to take it off. And there it is. See it? How cool is that? So you can do any type of design with this. Any of our transfers work beautifully with it. And then, you know, you can even make cards. You can just stick it on. I made this little backer thing before just to fit it. So you can also use Chalk Couture in paper crafting. So then mine from earlier is the opposite. I did boss. You see that? And then we just did girl. I can't see all the colors on the camera. I don't know if it's coming out or not. How cool is that? So easy. You can use it for anything. You can, I'm sure we can even do this on a chalkboard surface or something like that. And we're gonna have to try that for sure. So this is our project from earlier. And this is my glitter that I did earlier. And my girl boss that we did with DecoFoil. I just think that's the coolest thing. I do like it on the lighter background better. I think it came out better. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you, Susie. I picked this stuff up at Amazon. I'm sure Michael's, Hobby Lobby, and all of them have this. It's called DecoFoil is the brand, Transfer Gel Duo. And this, again, is for heat or pressure. So you can either heat it or you could run it through a die cut machine. And heating, you can do a laminator. That's how they actually show you how to do it. So this is the laminator, and then the foil looks like this. And it also comes in 12 by, it might be 6 by 12, something like that, sheets, and they're come in rolls too. So there's other brands that do foil too, that if you go to and start looking around, 'cause I only just started looking around for this stuff, and I was like, can I use my heat press? I bet you I could use my heat press. It's a heat source. It's just as hot as a laminator, I'm sure. And I just put this, the mini on low. So I used this little mini guy on low because it only has 3 settings, low, medium, high. So that's what I got for you guys today. Tried something new 2 times. So we got 2 new things going on. My pleasure. So if you guys are not in my VIP group, please comment VIP in the comments and I will shoot you a link. There is also a link in the description above, and Club Couture link is also in the description above, and that tells you all the details on our monthly subscription service. It's only $19.99 a month US, $26.99 a month Canadian, and club members get flat rate shipping of only $4.95 no matter what you buy. You could spend $200-300 and still only have to pay $4.95 shipping. This month for March, the special for club members is a 3-pack of paste. They have the raspberry sorbet with the Tide and something else, and I forget. But there's 3-pack of paste, and you get 3 pastes 25% off. And the pastes are $12.99 US. Not sure what the Canadian price is on paste, but so you get 25% off. That is the monthly special for club members. They typically do have a special every month for club members. And I showed you guys earlier the Wild and Free, which is the March. This is March. And this is on our 8-in board. This is our steel magnetic chalkboard. This is one of our high-end surfaces. So this is the current month. Next month, we have a new saying, and I don't have it in front of me, but it talks about flying, and it's a quote from someone, but it's a really beautiful saying. It has birds on it, not my favorite thing, but I like what the quote says. But if you want to grab this transfer here, Wild and Free, that is only available up until tomorrow at midnight. If you sign up before tomorrow at midnight for club, then you would get that transfer. And then you would get April's transfer about the 5th of the month, or I think it's the 5th of the month is when they ship out April. So if you guys are interested in that, all the details are in my description, but I'm always here to answer any questions. And if you're ever interested in joining the business or doing this as a hobby, you could type team in the comments and I can get you information and get you into our opportunity group for Chalk Couture for our team. So I think that's it. I think that's what I have for you guys. So there's links up in the description of this video. So if you click on the my face area, it'll make it go to if you're on your mobile device, it'll pull up the description right below. But also when I sign off, then you'll see it as well in the it'll always be linked in the description. So thank you guys so much for joining me. It was nice spending a Tuesday night with you, and I'm glad we tried some new things tonight. It was a lot of fun. And I'll come up with something else for next time. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know, maybe Thursday. We'll see what happens. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a great night. Bye.